All right. Yeah, it should look better, a lot better now. So you're coming over from Twitch. Yeah, put it in 4K or 1440p. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna move forward. We go to Tittles. Can I read properties of undefined app? I don't understand how this could ever be undefined. It's upset that it can't do something, so I'm going to confirm what's in this variable titles. I don't like that at all. It's stuff like this that would make I would switch to Rust to do a front end UI because of stuff like this. Here's the issue. The type of data says that it's read-only. No, I'm sorry. It's not that it's read-only. That's irrelevant. The part that is relevant is that this generated title here is a type. It can't be null. It can't be undefined. However, when I come here, this thing that is neither null nor undefined is optional. How does that make sense? My audio is out. What do you mean? Wait, I can hear. I can hear. I'm listening to it. Well, I can hear here. I don't know if I can still hear. All right, well, yeah, yeah, if you can't hear me, all right, well, respond when you can. I'm gonna just keep going. I wonder. Let me put this up here. Oh, I don't even need that. I'm tripping. Data.map. Do I need to parse? Yes. All right. We are. User error. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I went ahead and just kept moving forward. I gave up. I was like, man, like, I don't know. Streaming is really hard though. Like, if you don't have anyone in the audience who's willing to do what you've just done and like say something and then test something, and if you find something else out, like you share that, so that I'm not just left like wondering what the hell is going on. Thank you, appreciate it. And it's 4K, so while it's still not going to be the same, it still looks different for me. We're still downscaling from 6K down to 4K now. But yeah, now you'll be able to read everything and zoom into things. So if my text seems smaller and you're unable to see it, if you're on a mobile device, you can pinch the zoom. And you may be surprised that you can zoom in a lot because of the amount of resolution. All right, so what have I accomplished during this time of me struggling? Well, I've went from doing client-side rendering, CSR, to doing server-side rendering, SSR. And well, technically the page was being rendered on the server always, but now I'm loading the data on the server side, sending that up to the client as props. Now, this right here, I don't expect this to work. Let's see if it does, though. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. And it's the same reason, I think. We're going to type this as a string. And we're going to parse this out as a title. Super JSON, which maybe I should import that. We'll parse that into a generated title, and we'll just throw in our data. Now, all of these become title. Oops. And I need to also serialize it here. So we'll do, is it super JSON? Dot serialize? Yeah. All right. Unexpected token. I'm not seeing it. A little confused, to be honest. I don't understand why I'm getting this particular error. All right, there's a hint that we can check into. Let's pull out this title and let's actually inspect it. Get it? Title, here we are. failing to serialize this. It's interesting. Is it because I'm using serialize and not stringify? Could it be that? Probably. All right, looks like we're good. All right, oh my gosh, we're back to working. All of this, man, how long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for at least 2 hours, maybe 3. And when I started this is what was happening. And now we're here. It's the same shit. Oh my gosh. I guess it's not really the same. This is being rendered, or it's being loaded on the server now. So whenever this page is loaded, it has everything that it needs right away. This down here, and this needs to become a async function, so we can take advantage of hoisting. I want this at the bottom, so it's not including the thing that I need. That like I actually care about. All right, something is wrong. Oh, okay. I'm dumb. It's me. I turned off the server. Just making sure that these are actually loading the different things. It probably would have been smart to not use the same prompt for every single title during my testing. It makes it hard to know if these are all different. They are, though. I've confirmed it. I think now is a very good time to commit. Yeah, we'll just use SSR for now. Alright. That was a lot of effort to get effectively nowhere, but I guess, I don't know. At least it's not rerouting. So let's do some cleanup now that this seems to be stable. Oh, come on, what? All right. All right, let's add a button to just make it easy. I need to do a nav. Maybe I could do that. Yeah, let's do a shitty nav right quick. Const function, my gosh. So we'll do nav, and this is a component. Yeah, so we don't need to really do anything special here. Create a data structure for my routes. This should probably be an array of objects. All right, so one thing that I think that I'm going to need is a path. So this first path is going to be tittles, like that. We probably also want one for home and for the app. So we'll say like this, and I'll probably want to give this like some type of a name. I don't know, name or ID. So this is going to be the app or homepage. I'll just call it app. I think ID is probably a better name. This is going to be the title list. We'll have two for now. Three. So this is going to be the marketing site. Path is just going to be that. All right, so how's this nav going to work? So in here, we're gonna go to the routes. Actually, we'll order these. All right, and here we're gonna do some looping. So we're gonna go to our routes. we'll map this for each page. Maybe this is a better name, pages. So yeah, for each page, I want to return a new li, and this is going to give me a tuple. So the next one is the ix. I don't know, actually, screw that. I'm not going to use the ix there. I will use another thing for the key. We'll go to the page, which should have the ID. All right, and then, no, I'm gonna need a name. We'll call it that. We'll keep it as that. We'll keep it as titles. We won't do any of that right now. All right, so I have the ID, and inside of here, I want the page name. And actually, no, that's a lie. I don't want that. What I'd instead want is to create an anchor. So we'll do an anchor. And inside of here, we're going to do href, and we want to point this to the path. So page.path, and inside of here, we want to put in the page name. Why is this tripping? All right, here's my nav. It looks shitty, but it's okay for now. Here, I want this to be flexed. Oops. All right, let's throw a gap. 8. Wonder if the nav should be like absolutely positioned. Oh shit. Also, this should be a link. Let's. How do you do that? Okay. All right. So instead of this being that, we'll make it a link. Import that. See if I'm using anchor tags anywhere else in the code base. Yep, good. Let's do home, app. All right, takes me there. Home, titles, takes me there. All right, cool. So obviously I need to make this look nice at some point, but now I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do first instead is have a log out and a log in. Maybe, you know what? Let's type this stuff. So, oops. Page routes, page pass. I don't know what we're going to call this. A page? We'll call it a page path. So we'll do interface, page path, or page route. Maybe. We're gonna have a ID, just a string. I think all of these are strings. Maybe. Name, yeah, it's literally that path. All right, so pages is just going to be an array of paths, right? Or page routes. I'm sorry. So it's one of these. That. Here's why this is useful. Why did I just waste my time doing that? It's so that I can do command spacebar like this. Let me turn on key. I just realized that I didn't have it on. So I could do control spacebar, and I get IntelliSense. That's the real reason why I did this. This is going to be login, and we're going to call this login. And the path is login. Take this, rinse, repeat. This is going to be log out. This needs the actual path bit there. All right, so we're gonna have all of these, except we really don't want all of these. We want to know whether or not we're logged in or not. So if we are logged in, we're gonna show this. If we're not logged in, we're going to show login. So we want to conditionally render one of these. It's an easy way to do that. Before I map, I can filter. Or not filter, I'm sorry. I can remove some things from, oh yeah, I guess that's the same thing. I can filter out the things if I'm logged in. So let's get some of that info. Wonder if this component could be rendered on the server. That would make like that. Actually, this maybe should be rendered on the server initially. We're gonna call this session use user. Maybe that. Okay. Contemplating adding a new property on here to make it a little bit easier, or I just remove this entirely. All right, so we're going to have pages and off pages. Now, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ask the question if I am logged in. All right, so if I am logged in, I will say if there's no user, we're going to return this up here. Plus the log, this right there. Now, how do I do that plus? Well, since these are the same thing, I can merge them. So as you see, pages is simply an array, and because of the way that I am doing this little bit right here, let me just show it. Let's do we'll do pages. We're gonna spread that all out, and then I can come into this auth pages and take the first one like that, and then I probably need to do that. No. Oh, is page possibly undefined? Pages. I didn't want to do it this way, but whatever, I don't care. It solves it. So we're gonna have our page, and if the page, what's it? What is it? ID? We want to filter out anything where the page ID is equal to login. Right? What's that? If no user. Oh no. We don't. We want to have log out. All right. Otherwise, we're going to return something different. Change this up just a little bit. We'll say if no user, we'll map out. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like this. I'm gonna do it this way first, and then I'm gonna do it better. So this time I want to do log in, and I should have it there now. invert that. All right, there you are. No, I don't think that's right. Yeah, that's definitely not right. This should be log in. This should be log out. I think I had it right the first time. I didn't realize I was logged in until just now. All right, cool. So home app title. Okay, yeah, that worked. Log out. I'm not gonna click it. All right, let's clean this up a little bit more. So we can say const pages or routes, whatever we're gonna call it. This is probably better. Yeah, let's call these routes. Off routes. All right, so here, what I can do is ask that same question. So I can say routes is equal to, and we ask the question, is there a user? If there is a user, then we want this to be equal to our routes. What the fuck? What? Routes. And the same thing down here. Basically just this. We're gonna add them all. Actually, fuck, screw that. We don't need that. That's complicating things. Yeah, we'll just keep it as routes. Why is it doing that? And I want to take this little bit right here. Routes. Let's call this a route. I'm not sure what. Oh, there. Okay. Pages. Otherwise, we'll do this. Oh, why is it links? This isn't links. This is routes. And this should be log in. So now we'll use links like so. We don't need to do the filter. Keep that. And we no longer need to do the second bit. Okay. Oh wait, no, I do, because I need to do that. There we are. Cool. So now we have ugly nav. It's fine though. It's fine. It works. That's the part that matters to me. So now that I have a somewhat nav, I need to make this available across the entire application. At the moment, it's only being rendered on the index page because of reasons. It's probably a good time to do some committings. Reloading. Yeah, we'll put this in here. Yeah. All right, so I'm opening up Discord. All that audio glitching is because I opened up Discord, which is why I try to not have it running anymore. it messes up everything on my machine. So the audio, what you're hearing, that's not clipping. Clipping is a very, very specific thing. In fact, if you want to go into that, I would love to do that. I'm into audio, just FYI. Like, I used to be a music producer, and I used to own a studio. So, like, I actually enjoy that kind of stuff a lot. But yeah, that wasn't clipping. What you were hearing, it was my audio interface basically glitching. Well, the system audio the routing on the Mac itself. You're hearing corruption. That's what that sounds like. You probably haven't noticed this, but I am actually well, it's not technically clipping, but I am driving my voice in my preamp. So I am feeding my signal through some saturation. So I am adding some distortion on purpose. Probably can't hear it, but if I were to turn it off, you'd be able to tell. Honestly, I don't need this. I need to create that profile thing soon. Let me give some like how this is gonna, like, what's happening. Because initially when I started working on this, I had no idea. It was just like, I need to do something. I'm starting to piece together what this can be. So this particular page, the home page, this is going to be the product marketing site. What does that mean? You come here, you learn about what YT Teach-In is. What can it do? Oh, perfect. I hear something happening. Test 1, 2, 3. All right. I hear it again. It's just like weird. Yeah. I'm hearing weird audio artifacts now, like this weird high pitched whine. I don't know if you hear that. I hear it, it wasn't always there. I can't stand it. Yes. Oh, okay. If it's fixed. Okay, whatever. All right. You don't have headphones? I heard it. So, I mean, I heard it on my system over there yesterday. I also heard it on this system here yesterday. Initially, I was like, oh, it's just because the way that these particular monitors are tuned. I have a slight bump in the higher frequency range to add a little bit more clarity for my mixes, so that I can mix a little bit easier. I would like to be able to do some stuff with Ableton Live sometime. The issue is that I would have to like set up an audio environment to allow that, because if I'm doing something, I need to make sure that I don't have latency, which means that I can't use my Bluetooth headphones, which is not that big of a deal. But the other issue is like, how do I make sure that whatever you're hearing in my DAW is also, whatever I hear, you also hear, because my DAW is going through a hardware interface. So it would take some effort to set that up, but maybe that's worth it, because I can do some content around using Pro Tools, Ableton Live a little bit. I'm not that good with Ableton, but Pro Tools, yes. My bad. Audio went off. Shit. I forgot the name of this use thing. There's like a use something that I need. Like let's see. The issue is that use. What's the super bass thing? I forgot. Let's go look. All right, now now I'm having audio issues, like for real, for real. It's gonna just keep going in and out. I'm not seeing the thing that I need. Whatever. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I just lose? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Typically when I lose stuff, I just say fuck it and rage merge. It's not a good habit, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Is it like use session? Is that what it is? I think it's use session, yeah. Session is a sync. And the user won't be around when the use effect runs. Protected page. All right, we'll go ahead and merge. All right, I just did an update to this. It's not gonna fix it. It just makes sure that everything that I just did is going to be available. It's already, damn, that was fast. Now the issue is, why do I need to log in? I should already be logged in. Or maybe I'm in the wrong browser. Oh. Okay. No, I am logged in. Okay. I guess it just didn't know that? Okay. This is wrong. That should say log out. I gotta test something out. Yeah. I think I want to just open this in a new window. That'll be a little easier. Alright, so I want this, whatever this is. Can't keep that, so I'm gonna delete it for now. Alright, routes. We got our routes. Okay. Now let's do this right here. All right, so this right here is in the case of a user. These are inverted. Oh, I guess I had it right the first time. Wonder why it didn't appear to be right. I'm just gonna push this straight up to hopefully I can push this. It's probably not gonna let me. Did make sure that this said login and I wasn't being stupid, because that's initially what I was like, oh, maybe I forgot to name the thing the correct thing. It still says login. Maybe we have not finished the build. 47 seconds ago. Okay. That's right. This is right. Oh, okay. We're good. It's working. So this says log out now. Titles, app, home. Perfect. Let's log out. Log out. Perfect. Now it says log in. Let's see what happens if I do titles. Yes, perfect. Takes me to log in. App. Perfect. Log in. Home. Takes me here. Login takes me to login. All right, and then I get this. Let's go to Tittles. That's not how you spell Tittles. All right, we get. Oh, whoa! Wait, how did I get here? Oh shit! I think I may have did it again, thinking that I'm on one thing and it's not. It may not even be. Okay, there we are. It is working. So yeah. Let's go to Tittles. Okay. All right, let's see what we can learn. Supabase database URL not found. Okay. What? List ls. Okay. Saying that I don't have Supabase database URL. Okay, I see. I understand what the issue is now. I need to copy whatever is in here into Supabase database URL. The reason behind this is that now that I'm using Prisma on the server, it doesn't have access to the client. So yeah, I need to do that. It's easy enough to do. And I can't share this, so yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and set it, but on another display. Oh, before I do that, let me open up another tab, go to history. Where was I just at? Here? Yeah. I forgot what the thing should be called, so looking at it here. All right, I can't show this, so move it off right quick. Okay. Just set up Supabase database URL. We have it there. All right, it looks like my deployment may have just finished, hopefully. Or no, did it even do it? Let's try it again. Okay, server error. I wonder if it's the same error. If it is, then I need to redeploy. Okay, yeah, I need to redeploy. I thought it would have done that automatically. I thought there was a way to like force a deployment or redeploy. No. Sure. What I'm doing here is calling Vercel. It's going to build my whole project, push it up, and it should redeploy. And I'm doing that because there's not a button. There used to be a thing here where you could just redeploy. Oh, I see. This is the, okay, let's promote this to production. Invert filter. Yeah, let's promote to production. I think that's the latest. Let's see. It's 85 something. Where are we at? What does that say? That says GX. Oh. Is that not a SHA? Is that not a commit? There's nothing there. All right. Are we good? All right. Okay. That's good. Let's log in. Perfect. All right. Go back to the home page. Tittles. Please work. Just work. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the issue. Because I was doing client-side rendering, it was using the client version of Prisma, but this was actually a really good. This is good that it failed, because now it shows and confirms for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that we are rendering, or we're fetching all of the data that we need for our page on the server and sending it up. So this is good. Let's see if, yep, perfect, instant. Look at that. Ah, sexy. Now we just need to make it look not like shit, but that's not really within my wheelhouse. Uh, 14, that's 2, I think. I think most people use this. All right, cool. So I just told this person, so Rob, I think me and him are gonna pair. Hopefully, he can help make this not look like shit. All right, so this is for him. Before I wrap this up, I've been working on this project called YTTGen for about a month and a half. It came out because I needed something to do for my stream. Yeah, that's it. The idea behind it is to make it such that anyone who follows my content can be made aware whenever I publish something. Right now, I stream to 4 different platforms. I publish like written content to 2 different platforms. I have done podcasts in the past. I have done a few videos. And there are other things, that maybe I'm doing that others may care about. And I imagine that I'm not the only person, right? So with YouTube, for instance, I have over 1,000 subs, and I don't know who any of them are. If I wanted to reach out to any of them, I can't. I don't have their contact info. Honestly, I don't know anything about them other than what YouTube tells me, like region, that kind of thing. So with this, initially it started off as, hey, OpenAI, I think GPT chat or whatever, chat GPT was out. And I was like, well, I have access to OpenAI. like for the past 2.5 years. And it's like, given that I'm doing this YouTube thing, there are certain things that I strongly dislike about it, like coming up with title names, thumbnails, video descriptions, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, well, I'm fine with writing the description, but what I'm not fine with doing is coming up with a title that's going to work. So that's what this came out of. That's why it's called YTT Gen, YouTube Title Generator. Now, as I started working, I started to realize that I can do a little bit more than just generate titles. I can generate thumbnails. I can keep all of my descriptions up to date. I can have a template so that whenever I publish a description or a post, it's consistent across platforms. These types of things. In addition to that, I also thought it would be really nice if people could, come to whatever the site would be, and their favorite creator, they just go to like, let's say that I'm your favorite creator. You can go to /@iamwillshepherd, and it would take you to like a landing page with all of my content in. Yeah. So it takes you to my page with all my content, and as a non-creator, you would have an option of subscribing or following or whatever words you want to use. And if you do that, depending on where you do it, you can either get web push notifications to your browser or on your phones. If I end up building a mobile app, which I may, again, for the same reasons, I need an excuse to make content. So if I end up creating like mobile iOS and Android apps, I would also want those to be able to receive push notifications. In addition to that, I could do in-app messages. I can do email campaigns, email marketing campaigns, SMS campaigns, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It'll probably take another week or two to get this to not look like shit and to get it in like an MVP where I can do like a soft launch. It'll probably take longer because I need to do some routing. And honestly, I could do that now, maybe, is make it such that I can come to this and then go on to a profile page. Now, here's the reason why, if I do that, it's going to take a little bit of time today. I already know there's some things that are going to need to happen in order to enable that. Oops. We won't go to that one. Let's go to here. All right. So let's come into profile. So the first thing that'll need to happen, I'll actually need to finish up the profiles table. At the moment, I'm not doing that. It's just an ID. I would also need to have like maybe an email or maybe a handle, maybe. That way, whenever I come here, I can use dynamic routing to take the string and then do a lookup in this table. So obviously, if I'm using a lookup against this string, it needs to be unique. So I need to add a new unique column. I probably should have did my to-do list. So I'm not going to worry about it now. But yeah, so I would have a handle, which would be unique across this table. All right, so that's the first part. Second part is I would have to come into the project over here and pages. I'll add a new page. All right, so we would do something like, I don't know, we can say profiles. And honestly, I probably wouldn't even do it this way. I would probably do it like something like this. So this would be slash, this would be the profile, like so. And then inside of here would be the actual thing that we cared about. All right. So I would, on this index, I would pull this into a variable that called profile. And then I could use server-side rendering to do a fetch to look for that particular profile, wherever that is. That way I can load that record, and whatever information is there, I can then place it into the page. right? All of this, as I've said, it sounds very simple. And in fact, it is very simple. The issue is that there's a lot of moving pieces. I'm going to have to do database changes. That's what the schema is going to require. Migrations. Anytime I deal with migrations, there's a chance for things to go wrong, especially when I'm doing things across this profiles table, because if I delete this user, I have to delete the user in the auth table and then recreate the user. So then there's this function that runs on the Supabase side that will then insert into the profiles table once a user is added into the auth table, right? There's a lot of things that could just not work out, aka go wrong, and I'll have to deal with it. And given that it's 2:30, I don't know if I want to get myself into something that's going to take possibly 2 hours to complete, but maybe later today. Let's go ahead and just drop this up in notes. We are going to have, even though I said I am going to have one for today, but it's going to be weird because I'm already done. It's only two things, so it seems easy enough. I should probably also design a basic profile page. All right, so I did this for next time. Yeah. All right, with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. So if you have been watching and enjoyed this, thank you, I appreciate it. Give it a like, please. That helps a lot. You can subscribe too if you want. It's honestly, subscriptions don't matter that much on YouTube, but if you want to get notified, maybe you can subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. I have a goal to get to 256 followers. I have more to go. Please support that. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm happy to connect there as well. You can find all of this info on my Linktree. And if you are interested in my Linktree, you can go to my channel. It's in my about here, Linktree. And additionally, it's also on my Twitch. So if you go to my channel, it's in here somewhere. I think, god dang, that's not what I wanted. So if you go to about, yeah, so if you go to about, you'll see Linktree. there. It's also on LinkedIn. Sure, it's on Twitter. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you all have a good rest of the day. Do the rest of the weekend, I suppose. And yeah, some shit done. Peace.